Welcome, everybody, to the A Little Less Fear podcast. I'm your producer and host of the show, Dr. Lino Martinez. This is your motivational podcast of people's incredible journeys. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Welcome back, everybody, to A Little Less Fear podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Lino Martinez, and today I would love to talk about raising your frequency. What does that mean to raise your frequency? What does it mean to raise your vibration? What's all of this raise your vibration talk? What does that mean? So basically, for those that are tuning in for the first time, the easiest way that I can explain it is that we all live in a vibrational reality, meaning that things have a certain frequency, a certain vibration, a certain movement, a certain peak, a certain flow. And when you vibrate, meaning when you act a certain way or even say certain things or behave a certain way or do certain things, it creates an energetic imprint. And a lot of this energetic imprint are blueprints to how things are going to arrive in your life, how things are going to get answered, how you are going to respond. It depends on how things will manifest, and it depends on your overall well-being or lack thereof, depending on how you define it. And so when you raise your vibration or lower your vibration, it usually happens based on the things, your own belief system, the things that you tell yourself. So let's hypothetically say that you tell yourself that you're stupid. And so you're doing something, sports or playing ball or uh, trying something new, a new hobby, or trying a math problem out, and you say, darn, I can't figure this out. I'm stupid. So when you tell yourself that you're stupid, you're going to get more things, more obstacles, more ways that the universe is going to show you to remind you and to agree with you that you are stupid because that is what you declared. And so that usually lowers a frequency, lowers your vibration. Think of frequency and vibration also like channels. So the clearer the channel, the higher the channel, the happier the channel, the higher the frequency. And the lower you feel, it's going to depend on the lower channel that you tuned yourself to. So, on a way that I'm certain we've all had bad days and that we've all spiraled, that we've said, you know what, my day's bad. Can it get any worse? When you say, can you get any worse? You're already asking the universe, hey, universe, can you show me how the day can get any worse? And the universe says, sure. And so more worse things happen and you start lowering your vibration and then you spiral. And after that, you're like, well, nothing ever works out for me. This is just the story of my life. This is how it's always gone for me. And it's easy to get down and low and sucked under. But the beautiful thing is you have the ability, we all have the ability to rise above that by giving ourselves and by giving ourselves the self-love and the agreement with the universe that we are more than that. We can rise above, and the way to rise above or to raise your vibration and your frequency is by saying the opposite. Even if you don't feel it, eventually you're going to rewire your system, your nervous system, your brain, your energetic signature, your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul. You're going to align it all towards a new belief system. Let's say instead of saying I'm stupid, I say I am great. You know what? That's okay. A mistake is just, it gives me clarity. And a rejection is just a redirection. And so from there forward, you can rise to the top by saying, I am incredible. Universe, show me ways that I'm incredible. Universe, show me ways that I am abundant. Universe, show me ways that I am love. And by doing that, you're basically telling the cafe universe, think of the universe as a big universe cafe, and you're about to put your order, your coffee order, or your matcha, or your tea, and you're saying, hey, universe, the order for today is to show me ways in which I am wealthy in all areas of my life. I am love. I am wealthy. And in order to stay in that vibration, it's important to tell yourself more good things. Can it get any better? Yes, it can get any better. I'm incredible. I'm great. I'm wonderful. I love today and I love you. And there's a ripple effect to that. Love has a ripple effect. The universe responds to your energy, not your effort. So, what do I mean by that? That the universe responds to your energy and not your effort. Let's say you're at this job and you're working really hard and you're like, darn, I work so hard. I work really hard. I put in 130% and I get nothing back. I get nothing back and I put in hard work and people give me attitude. So you start spiraling, or people can start spiraling easily by saying that you're actually welcoming more of that. I'm putting effort, but nobody recognizes me. Hey, universe, nobody recognizes me. That's the order that you put in the cafe universe. Nobody recognizes me. Therefore, nobody's going to start to recognize you, and things are gonna start things are gonna spiral downward. From there, you're gonna be unhappy. It's gonna suck your energy down. You're gonna get sleepy. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna get bored, and it just keeps going and going and going from there. That's why it's important. It's so important to tell yourself first thing in the morning, even if you don't feel it. I love myself. I love today. I love the building I work in. I love my shoes. I love my legs. I love the streets. I love the freeways. Oh my goodness. Give yourself that gratitude. Start your day with gratitude, because when you do that, you start to raise your vibration. And when you start to raise your vibration, it's got a ripple effect. What's a ripple effect? It's a vibration. So, okay, a great way to describe a ripple effect. If ever you're at a lake and you've got a little rock and you throw it across the lake and you see it kind of like bounce off the top of the waters, and you see these tiny little ripples, these little waves that kind of be that get sent out multi-directionally. And when you see that, that's a ripple effect. So think of that rock, that pebble that you threw into the lake, as your thought or your declaration or your affirmation for the day. I am love. I'm sending that rock. I'm love. I'm love. I'm love. And you throw that rock into the lake and you see the ripples. I am love. Now imagine all the other little rocks and all the other little plankton and critters or whatever's in the lake all around you. They're going to be receiving that wave that you just threw, that beautiful wave of I am love. And I declare that you're love too. And when you declare it, they receive it. It's really the most beautiful thing that you can do, to give and to receive, and to receive is to give. It's also important as to walk as if the answer has already arrived. Don't wait for proof, be the proof. When you walk with your head down and your shoulders down, you're telling the universe, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be that better version of me, the happier version of me, the version of me that receives all these things that I've always dreamt of. But when you walk with your head up and you straighten up your back, and when you do that, make sure that you're opening your chest and have that intention. I'm opening my chest because that's where my heart's at. And that's where I radiate love, and that's where I give love. And with that, I'm walking with my heart straight up across you and all around me, so that I'm able to receive love and I'm able to give love and I'm able to give that ripple effect that everybody deserves just as much as I do. What you whisper to yourself in secret will echo back to you from the universe. So be it positive or negative, imagine that you send love to everything every day. Imagine the ripple effect that it's going to have, the powerful effect that it's going to have on the unseen. Now, if you can trust that by sending love to the world, by sending love to a classroom, by sending love to your chair, by sending love to your car, by sending love to tires, that it's going to receive that vibration. It's going to receive that frequency. It's going to be on that channel. And when it's on that channel, you're going to get more back from what you put out, which is why it's really important to wake up in the morning and say, I love you, even if you don't feel it. Who are you saying? What if you don't say it to yourself? Just say, I love you. I love you. I love you. I don't know who I'm saying I love you to, but I love you. Just start with that. And then if you don't know who to love or what to say love to, eventually it's going to come back to you and you're going to be like, whoa, I love her. I love him. I love me. I love life. And the next thing you know, you're going to start finishing the sentence of I love you. I love you because we are equal. I love you because we are here existing at the same time. I love you because love is love. And love doesn't need any other answer other than what is. And that's unconditional love. Unconditional love means absolutely no conditions and just loving for the reality that love is the common denominator that we all share. And love is what brings us alive. Love is what stays in our hearts forever. It's one of the most beautiful things that you can do, to wish love to the unknown and to the known. And also, what's incredible when you do that is just it's really important to understand that even if something isn't what we call alive, even if something doesn't have a beating heart, there's still a vibration to it. So people can often say, well, how are you going to say that this desk that I'm sitting on is alive? Is that what you're saying? How are you going to say that? There's no heart, there's no blood. And so how is it alive? How is it reaching? I mean, I just don't get it. But everything, and what I want to make clear is that everything has a vibration, and the vibration can change based on what you tell it and what you give it because it is a frequency. So imagine that I'm sitting on this chair and I tell it every day, I hate this chair. It sucks. It's ugly. This wood is cheap. I hate this chair. And I know right now I'm saying it with a smile because it's hard for me not to because I love doing this. But let's say you do that even with a frown. Imagine how your cells in your body are going to react. And then also imagine the energy around this chair. Do you feel that this chair is going to last? Is it going to hold up? Are you going to love this chair? Are you going to love being in that chair? And who are you when you're sitting in that chair? If you're telling the chair that you hate it and you're sitting in it, then you're sitting in hate. But if you turn it around and you say, hey, I love this chair. Wow, I can't believe it's lasted this long. Or I just got it so far. It may not be the best color, but it fits incredibly in my room or in my podcast room or in my closet or at the new dinner table. But guess what? Next thing you know, you're just gonna love it. You're not gonna see the originality of, hey, I didn't like the color. Now I just love the chair. And because I love the chair, it doesn't matter what color it is because this chair is supporting me. What a strong, sturdy chair. This chair is awesome. In fact, I'm gonna start recommending this chair and I'm gonna give it a 5-star Yelp review. Imagine that ripple effect. That chair is gonna sustain you and it's gonna love you and it's gonna take care of you. And when you sit in that chair, you're gonna be feeling really good. It's really incredible the impact that me even talking about it brings a smile to my face because it's just the vibrancy that emerges from planting these seeds from long ago and from the present moment. Also, let me give you some tips here on how to raise your vibration because often people are like, how am I going to raise my vibration when I've had a terrible day? How am I going to raise my vibration if my whole life has sucked? How can you be so happy? You know what I've heard from a lot of people? Like, how can I be so happy? Why do you smile so much? How do you do it? But I don't smile all the time 100%. And there's many times where I'm having down days, sometimes even down weeks. But the beautiful thing that I've learned about life is that all your setbacks are actually setups. They're setups. They're setting you up. They're setting you up to the next journey, to the next channel, to the next vibration. So let's say that in my mind, I have manifested that I want to be, let's make it up here. Let's have fun. I want to be a famous jeweler with cutting raw stones and just being really good with my hands and people all over the world know my jewelry because my stones come from I don't know where, but they're very beautiful and very authentically beautifully created, incredible. So I've manifested this, right? By even just creating it. In order for me to keep that vibration or that manifestation, or to keep that alive, I am the famous jeweler that's made an incredible necklace out of quartz crystal, and now everybody in the world is wearing it, and it brings so much vibration and so much love. I love it. In fact, I'm wearing mine that I created right now. And so when I say that, I have to feel it, right? And I feel it. And actually, I do feel it right now. And go to sleep with that thought. Wow, it's so incredible that my crystal necklace that I've created in this world has made such an impact to people that they fully believe and have faith in their manifestations and raising their vibration and raising in the frequency. It's really a beautiful thing that I've done. I love myself. I love my stones. I love what I've done. I love what I'm doing. And I love the ripple effect that it's creating. When you go to sleep with that, you've implanted that. It's like planting seeds, and you keep planting the seeds with your thoughts, with your positive thoughts. And just like a plant, whenever you plant a seed, you're not going to sit there and stare at the plant and look in the soil every day and be like, is there something growing? What's going on? It hasn't grown yet. What you do is you have faith and you water it, and you water it the way you water your mind, the way you water your thoughts with your positivity, with affirmations, with the higher frequency, with love, with joy, with excitement, with enthusiasm and persistence. Persistence gets it there because when you're persistent in love, when you're persistent in happiness, and you're persistent even when you feel bad, eventually it's going to get you out of whatever rut you are in and bring you into that present moment of I am this jeweler that's created this incredible crystal that's made impacts all over the world. And when you wake up in the morning, you tell yourself the same thing. How incredible. I love these crystals that I've created, this incredible quartz crystal necklace that the whole world is benefiting from. I would like to create more, and I love this feeling. And thank you. Thank you, universe, for what I have, and thank you, universe, for what's on its way. Gratitude is the door that opens is the door that opens towards your manifestations, towards what you've created. So what is this manifestation talk anyway, and how do you manifest anything, right? There's a lot of things on social media, there's a lot of things that different coaches are teaching people, but overall all it is having faith and believing in the unseen and believing that what you've imagined you've created. Now staying in that frequency and trusting and having faith is one of the most important thing. When I have faith, I fully trust in the unseen, and when I fully trust in the unseen, I let go. And when you let go, you open your heart. The most important thing is open your heart. Keep your heart open. How do you know if your heart's open? You can tell if your heart's open because let's say that you meet someone. Let's hypothetically here. Let's be creative. Let's say you meet somebody and you want to question yourself, how do I feel around this person? You can feel if your heart is open or closed. Well, I don't really want to share too much, or I'm tiptoeing my way in. I'm not sure I trust this person. Those feelings start to close your heart. But then let's say you meet someone and all of a sudden there's a connection and you're like, oh wow, well, I want to share more about myself. Well, let's smile together. Let's share a laugh. You start opening your heart little by little, little by little. And when you open your heart wide, that's when you're in the receiving mode. You're in the receiving mode to receive more of that, and that's creating you to open up your heart. It's a feeling that you have. It's a feeling that you have. It's a feeling that you give, and it's a feeling that you receive. Many people have false beliefs, beliefs that have been implanted from generations ago, from this life, from our own false beliefs based on what we've seen on social media. We judge ourselves and we judge others. But when we learn to see and recognize that we are none of those things, that we are really the things that bring us joy, then we're able to bring ourselves back and be like, hang on a minute. I have a false belief that I'm not good enough, or I have a false belief that I'm not worthy. And these false beliefs, they actually put the brakes or they slow down your manifestations of things that you create, the things that you really want for yourself. So, in order to clear that path, bring it back to yourself and say, I am worthy. I am love. I'm rewiring my brain. I know who I am. I am authentically me. I'm authentically me because I feel happy when I do this. I'm authentically me because I know what brings me joy. I'm authentically me when I smile at a stranger and they smile back and I didn't expect it. it's it's really incredible. Oh yeah. So tips on raising your vibration. Smile. It's really one of the most important things that you can do for yourself, for your body, for your cells, for your mind, body, soul, spirit, to connect yourself with you, humanity, animals, plants, anything, even a rock. Because when you smile, you can create happiness. I mean, we're not only a reactor to happiness, we don't just react to happiness, we also create happiness. And so when you smile, it's not just a reaction, it's also a creation. So yeah, I smile when somebody says a joke or there's a comedy and I'm smiling, something's making me laugh. But what if I just walk into a supermarket and I see a random person and I smile at them and then they smile back? Man, I feel great when that happens. And then sometimes a conversation starts coming through and we have something in common, and overall you're like, wow, what a great experience I had walking into that supermarket when I smiled at someone. I didn't even realize that all it took was a smile. So if you're going to walk away with anything after listening to this, raise your vibration, raise your frequency by being grateful for the things that you have. At least 3 to 5 things in the morning, 3 to 5 things when you go to sleep. You can write it down or you can say it in your head. You could say it laying down or you could say it sitting up. You could just say it out loud, or you could write it down if you'd like. There's an impact however you feel it. So if you feel it, do it and say it. Today I am grateful for the fact that I have a voice. I'm grateful for this microphone. I'm grateful for the World Wide Web. I am so grateful and thank you that I'm able to use this voice to guide and uplift humanity towards their greater good. Because if I'm doing my greater good, it's going to have a ripple effect, and I am worthy of it, and I am loved, and I am wealthy in all areas in my life. And because of that, I'm also ready to receive it back. So thank you, universe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. And when you do this and you do it repetitively, you're going to start to see your life shift and you're going to see your life change. Now, if there's something, let's say that you're having a bad day or having bad weeks and you can't find anything that you're grateful for at all. Like, well, I don't like where I live, so how can I be grateful? Well, I don't even like my bed. It's not comfortable. How can I be grateful about my bed? At the very least, be grateful for your heart because your heart has been beating for you before you were even born. Your heart has been beating for you continuously, and be like, thank you, heart. Thank you for beating for me. So recently, one of my friends' father had a pacemaker, and it's like, well, what would somebody with a heart pacemaker say if they can't say thank you to your heart? You can say thank you to your blood, thank you to your kidneys, thank you to your other organs, thank you to your breath. It sustained you during sleep. You still woke up today. And because of that, we've got the ability to say thank you. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for listening. I'm wishing you love and light. Keep raising your vibration, keep raising your frequency, and notice how the world will beautifully unfold around you. It will give you incredible miracles, and it will also surprise you in ways you could never imagine. I trust it. I trust you. I believe in you, and I have faith in myself. And as much as I have faith in you, that you can do it too. Have a lovely day. Wishing you love and light. Yeah, go get them. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to A Little Less Fear podcast. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends and your family about A Little Less Fear podcast. And if you are interested in being on my show, feel free to leave me an email at a little less fear at gmail.com. Or if you have any questions or comments and you also want to leave me an additional message, you can also do so from my website, leaving an inquiry at www.alittlelessfear.com. You can get a copy of my book on Amazon, Amazon Kindle, and Amazon Kindle Unlimited, also titled A Little Less Fear. And thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate all the support. Leave me a review if you get a chance. I love to receive feedback, questions, and comments. And any way that I can be of support to you, please let me know. Thank you so much. I love you. Wishing you love, light, happiness, and many blessings your way.